Sairam students, today in English period we are going to study New Voices. Second chapter, the new alarm clock, part 1 we are going to see. The chapter is divided into two parts. First part I will cover today from page number 14 to 16, 14, 15, 16. These three pages will cover in part 1 today. And the remaining part of this chapter will be covered in part 2. So the new alarm clock, this chapter, through this chapter we will understand the importance of being punctual. At the same time we will learn how to appreciate the importance, the role of our friends in our lives. Okay, at the same time I am sure at the end of the chapter you will understand the importance of speaking truth. Okay, let's start. Fine. Children, on page number 14, do you have your NV textbooks, children, with you? Okay, very good. Then open page number 14. If you don't have, don't worry. Just listen carefully whenever I will read the chapter. Now you can observe the pictures given on the screen. On this page number 14 in Ponder activity, the question is given, look at the time and draw the hands of the clocks accordingly. So that you will do on your own. It's a very easy activity. The pictures of that activities are given and the picture of that clock is given. You have to just draw the hands. At what time you do that activity. For example, brushing teeth, bathing, or playing, studying, then having food or snacks, and then sleeping. So that you will do. Then in did you know, a very interesting fact is given there. The first American alarm clock was created by Levi Hutchins in 1787, and he made this device only for himself, and it only rang at 4 a.m. in order to wake him up for his job. So we can say the invention of alarm clock was done in 1787 by Levi Hutchins. Let's start, children. As usual, I am going to read the chapter first, then we will see the new words whichever has come in the paragraphs while the explanation. Fine. Just be attentive, give attention here. A whirlpool arrived with a whoosh. Tina was late for class. Yet again. Her hair was flying in all directions. Her bag hung loosely. With a huge pant, she announced that she had missed the school bus. Not again, Tina, said Miss Sudipta, our English teacher. Sorry, ma'am, Tina said meekly. Class, open your grammar textbooks. Tina sat down in a huff. As a special treat, I took out a paper with the Sudoku puzzle I had copied from the Hindu and placed it on her textbook. She smiled gratefully. After all, what are friends for? Deepa glared at me. Nice friend, aren't you? She whispered sneeringly. She looked at Tina. When are you going to make it to school early? Tina didn't answer. She briskly filled numbers in rows and columns. You have an alarm clock, right? Deepa asked Tina. What's the use? And my dad and brother come into my room and yell too. And you can still slip through everything, I asked half jealously. She said in a matter-of-fact tone. Miss Sudipta stared at us. Ajay, do you have any doubts in passive and active voice? She demanded. Oh no, spare me, I said to myself. And Tina, why do you need to place your pencil vertically and horizontally to do your grammar? Tina hastily stuffed the Sudoku into another page. I think I'll have to shift you three to the first bench, she said. Someone snickered. How shameful, I thought. Thankfully, a girl finished her exercise and Miss Sudipta took out her pen and got busy. That evening, we went to Tina's house. I have made some hot samosas. I'll bring them, Tina's mother said, smiling warmly. I hope nobody noticed me looking at the kitchen with a watering mouth. Deepa was thoughtful as we rode home. It's Tina's birthday on Thursday. How about an alarm clock as a gift? Duh, no. Tina already has one. I groaned. But she doesn't have a jigsaw alarm clock, does she? Deepa spent the next 5 minutes describing the clock. Pretty cool. Let's get it then, I said. We searched the shops in Amar Bazaar till we found what we were looking for. So till here we are going to cover in part 1. So by this time you must have understood, children, that the story and the new alarm clock is about 3 friends. Okay, and they are planning to gift an alarm clock to their friend Tina. And what is the name of that 3 friends? One of them is Tina and the other 2 are Ajay and Deepa. Okay. A whirlpool arrived with a whoosh. Tina was late for class yet again. Whirlpool is a water storm. So a whirlpool arrived with a whoosh. Whoosh means to move quickly or suddenly with a rushing sound. So Tina, she rushed to the class and sat near her friends. Tina was late for class yet again. Her hair was flying in all directions. Her bag hung loosely. With a huge pant, she announced that she had missed the school bus. So Tina was late to the school and in hurry, she just tied her pony and came to school. Her bag was also hung loosely and her hair was flying in all the directions and she was tired with a huge pant. P-A-N-T, pant means breathe with short, quick breaths. She sat there and she announced that she had missed the school bus. Not again, Tina, said Miss Sudipta. We can understand why she must have missed her school bus. Then Miss Sudipta is the English teacher. So she says, not again, Tina. It means Tina must be coming late to school usually. So she says to Tina that not again. Sorry ma'am, Tina said meekly. Then Tina apologized timidly, timidly. And then the teacher says, class, open your grammar textbooks. Tina sat down in a huff, H-U-F-F, huff, bad mood. So Tina was not at all happy. She was not in good mood because she was again late and she was questioned by Miss Sudipta in front of the class. So she was in bad mood. As a special treat, I took out a paper with a Sudoku puzzle I had copied from the Hindu. And when Ajay saw that Tina is sad, so he removes a piece of Sudoku puzzle. Tina must be enjoy solving the Sudoku puzzle. So he thought that if he gives that Sudoku puzzle paper to Tina, her mood may change. And placed it on her textbook. She smiled gratefully. Tina was very happy to see that Sudoku puzzle paper. And gratefully she smiled looking at Ajay. After all, what are friends for? Deepa glared at me. So Ajay thought it is his responsibility as a friend that if my friend is in bad mood, so I should make her happy by giving her whatever she enjoys, whatever she likes. So in her bad mood, in Tina's bad mood, Ajay gives her Sudoku puzzle paper and she becomes happy. So he feels that what are friends for? Deepa glared at me. G-L-A-R-E-D, glared, stared in an angry way. But Deepa was not at all happy with Ajay's this behavior. So she stared in an angry way at Ajay. Nice friend, aren't you? She whispered. Whispered? She spoke in low voice. She said, you are nice friend, aren't you? Sneeringly. Sneeringly, to speak in an unkind manner. She looked at Tina. When are you going to make it to school early? Tina didn't answer. Then Deepa looked at Tina and she asked that when are you going to make it to school early? When are you going to make it possible to come to school on time? But Tina had no answer for this question. She briskly filled numbers in rows and columns because Tina was busy in solving that Sudoku puzzle. So she was quickly and energetically filling the numbers in rows and columns, briskly, quickly and energetically. You have an alarm clock, right? Deepa asked Tina. So Deepa asked her, you have an alarm clock at your home, isn't it? So what's the use? And my dad and brother come into my room and yell too. But Tina answers her that yes, I have that alarm clock with me, but it is of no use for me because it keeps on ringing in the morning. I don't wake up, and my parents, my dad and my brother come to my room and they put it off and they yell also. Yell, shout. And you can still sleep through everything? I asked, half jealously. And Ajay, he asked that, and your father yells at you, the alarm clock keeps on ringing continuously and still you can make it possible to sleep through everything. Here in this picture we can see, children, this is the picture of the classroom and Ajay, Deepa and Tina are sitting and Miss Sudipta is shouting at them and that's why they are looking sad. She said in a matter of fact tone. Miss Sudipta stared at us. Ajay, do you have any doubts in passive and active voice? She demanded. And when Deepa, Ajay and Tina, they were just whispering among themselves and Miss Sudipta, she was staring at them. So she asked purposely that Ajay, do you have any doubt in passive and active voice? Because she saw that Ajay is speaking something with Tina and Deepa. So she asked, Ajay, do you have any doubt? She feels that he is discussing about the doubt with his friends. Oh no, spare me, I said to myself. And since he was not attentive in the class, so he didn't know the answer. So he says that, oh no, spare me, he said to himself. And Tina, why do you need to place your pencil vertically and horizontally to do your grammar? Even Tina was caught by Miss Sudipta. So she asked that, Tina, we are learning grammar here. So what are you doing by drawing the pencil vertically and horizontally? We don't need to draw anything vertically and horizontally, especially when we do the grammar. Then Tina also thought that she is also caught. So she hurriedly stuffed the Sudoku into another place. So she tries to hide that Sudoku puzzle paper from Miss Sudipta. I think I'll have to shift you three to the first bench, she said. And when Miss Sudipta observed that these three children, they are busy in discussing something, so she says that I have to shift three of you to the first bench so that you will be under my observation. Someone snickered. S-N-I-C-K-E-R-E-D. Snickered means laughed in a silly and unkind way. When Miss Sudipta said these three children that she has to shift them on the first bench, somebody from the class laughed in a silly and unkind way. How shameful, I thought. And Ajay thought that it's very shameful that they got the punishment from the teacher. Thankfully, a girl finished her exercise. And by the end of that period, even Tina, she finishes her exercise given by Miss Sudipta. Miss Sudipta took out her pen and got busy. That evening we went to Tina's house. I have made some hot samosas. I'll bring them, Tina's mother said, smiling warmly. So the same day, Deepa and Ajay went to Tina's house in the evening, and Tina's mother prepares nice tasty hot samosas for the children. I hope nobody noticed me looking at the kitchen with a watering mouth. And Ajay liked samosas very much, so he was very eager to eat that samosa. So he was just looking at the kitchen when auntie will bring the samosas, and I will enjoy it. But he said that I hope nobody noticed me looking at the kitchen with a watering mouth. Deepa was thoughtful as we rode home. So he said, Ajay is telling that when we are on our way to Tina's house, and I observed that Deepa was thoughtful. THOUGHTFUL. Thoughtful means to thinking about something. So Deepa was not speaking anything, and it seems that she was thinking about something. It's Tina's birthday on Thursday. How about an alarm clock as a gift? So Deepa was thinking about the gift to be given to Tina on her birthday, which is on coming Thursday. Do no, Tina already has one, I groaned. So Ajay replied to Deepa that no, we will not give her an alarm clock. Why? Because she has one alarm clock already. She has that one. GROANED, groaned, protested. Here in this lesson the meaning of groaned is protested. But she doesn't have a jigsaw alarm clock, does she? Deepa adds that I know she is having an alarm clock, but she doesn't have a jigsaw alarm clock. So she asked, does she? Deepa spent the next 5 minutes describing the clock. Then Deepa described the clock to Ajay, that how it works, how we have to stop that alarm, what we have to do, and how it will be helpful for Tina. Pretty cool. Let's get it then, I said. So through this sentence, we can make out that Ajay is convinced with Deepa's suggestion, and he agrees to gift an jigsaw alarm clock to Tina on her birthday. We searched the shops in Amar Bazaar till we found what we were looking for. So they decide one day, and Deepa and Ajay, they went to the Amar Bazaar. Okay, and there they tried to find out the jigsaw alarm clock, and after searching for through many shops, finally they get one jigsaw alarm clock. So till here, as I told you, we will cover it today. Let's see the vocabulary based on these paragraphs, and then we will see one question and answer. So children, see the meanings I have written here. The first word is pant. Breathe with short, quick breaths. Meekly, timidly. Thoughtful, thinking about something. Glared, stared in an angry way. Groaned, here protested. Let's see, make sentences. First, pant. P-A-N-T, pant. He came in panting after running up the steps. Meekly. He meekly did everything he was told to do. Thoughtful. She is a very kind and thoughtful person. Glared. The teacher glared at the chatty students, staring at them until they stopped talking. Groaned. I groaned as I pushed him away. Let's see the antonyms. Vertically, horizontally. Passive, active. Praise, criticize. Synonyms: meekly, timidly, fearfully. Praising, congratulate. Stuffed, loaded, packed. Now past tense. STUFF stuff. STUFFED stuffed. DEMAND demand. DEMANDED demanded. Demand demanded. Glare glared. GLARE glare. GLARED glared. Answer these questions with reference to the context. I think I'll have to shift you three to the first bench, she said. So based on this sentence, three questions are given. With the help of this sentence, we have to write the answer. A question, who is the speaker? I think I'll have to shift you three to the first bench, she said. Who said this sentence? Answer is Miss Sudipta. So we'll write the answer this way. Miss Sudipta is the speaker. B question. Who are the three? Of course, the three are Ajay, Tina and Deepa. C question. Why does the speaker want to shift them to the first bench? Answer is, the speaker wanted to shift them to the first bench as they were not paying attention in the class and were talking to each other. Okay? Okay. So here we come to an end of today's session, children. If you have the textbooks, read the chapter. I know you are eager to see what happens in the next paragraphs and what will be the end, whether Tina can make it possible to reach the school on time or what happens. That we will see in the next period. By that time you can read the chapter. If you don't have textbooks, we are just sharing the PDFs of that chapters in our class group. Please read it again and again. Okay, let's stop here. Sai Ram.